everybody. I'm Larry Ridley.
All right, Larry, thank you very much. We are pleased, as always, to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Today we hit Week 10, and we've got a good one in store between the Los Angeles Rams and the New York Jets. So now here comes the Jet offense as they get ready to take over. They'll be led out by the veteran quarterback out of NC State. It's Phillip Rivers.
I'm actually old enough to remember him hitting the league, and so many people are talking about his throwing motion at the time. A little bit unorthodox. No one talks about it anymore except in admiration. The ball gets to the target really well and usually with big production.
First carry for Matt Forte. And some room to maneuver. And he's brought down. Give him 13 on the pickup there. And that leads to a New York first down. When we sat with the coaching staff a couple of days ago, they said attacking that defensive look with a run, something they wanted to do, it was effective.
And they were extremely confident, weren't they? Their planning, their preparation, they knew what they were going to get in that defense, and they were able to attack it accordingly.
And he got blown up, losing yardage on the play back at the 44. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Let's go.
Rivers now on second down. And he fires one that's intercepted. Intercepted. Picked off by Akeem Ayers. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line.
Offensively, when you see cover two, the thought has to go through the quarterback's head. Drive the football when making throws. It's not just the deep guys covering. It's the guys underneath you have to be careful of. Drive your throw. Otherwise, you see what results? Interceptions.
He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. Julius Peppers in there to get him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the year. And they brought the pressure there just right up the gut, didn't they?
Yeah, they certainly did. And, you know, when you've got so many different responsibilities as an offensive line, you got to deal with the nose tackle.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Willie Young in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year.
Now, I know we're only 2 plays in, but after giving up back-to-back sacks, something has to change with the protection, and they can't wait to halftime to make an adjustment.
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against?
Encroachment defense.
The Jets will bring in a nickel set as they try to stop this third down. So the defense flinches, contact made, and the 5-yard penalty ensues.
Encroachment defense.
And they'll add a DB in the secondary here on 3rd and 14. 3rd and long. It's gone. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Sheldon Richardson in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that'll lead to a 4th down.
Brandon, what I remember most about playing with guys who knew how to rush the passer, they would just tell you, just cover people for me, just long enough for me to get there. And that's exactly what happened on that play.
Taking it about the 16. 8 yards on the return following a punt of 41. And the Jets take possession. Now the Jets offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
They'll come out in the pistol. On second down, Rivers again. Amaro's got it, left side. And down he'll go at the 25. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and they're going to face a third down. Off the play fake here, Rivers. And he's got his man in stride, complete. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. Rivers now to throw on first down. And his throw's going to be incomplete. They were trying to go to Marshall that time, and that'll make it 2nd and 10.
There are a good number of coaches that any time they call an in route are really worried about the play because there's so much traffic ordinarily that the ball has to get through to get to the receiver. And on that play, it was batted down.
On second down, Forte. A beautiful fake. They find some open field here. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield.
I love when a play results in a gain that I can actually kind of fall back on one of my favorite adages, and that is anytime there's a run over 10 yards, it means that the offensive line did its job, but you know who else did? The wide receiver. Because the first 7 yards kind of belong to the offensive line and the running back. Anything after that means the wide receivers did a great job of blocking downfield, being willing to mix it up, and give them some more space to gain additional yardage. You know what's really hard for a big-time running back? It's patience. Being able to hang in there when the runs aren't there, when you're taking some hits early in the game. With this drive, oh, he's come alive, and in a big way, now he's starting to gallop.
And here comes play number 6 on this drive. Another pistol look here. Time running out here on the play clock. From the red zone now, Rivers. And that's going to be incomplete. Kenbrell Tompkins, the intended target. And it'll be 2nd and 10.
It's always tough for the guys throwing the football when they think they've got a completion and the ball's almost there, and then someone sneaks a hand or two in and bats it away.
Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10. Forte, the lone running back. Throwing again, Rivers on 2nd and 10. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in the cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion. And both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
To throw is Rivers. And that will be incomplete as well. Again, they were targeting Marshall there. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. So the drive stalls out, but they are able to put 3 points on the board.
Yeah, just a yard or two shorter than an extra point, so no problems converting there.
After the made field goal, back out is Nick Folk to kick this one off. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. So Jared Goff, the Rams offense now making their way out to take over. And a 3-and-out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out with a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now.
Todd Gurley, wave goodbye. Touchdown, L.A. Todd Gurley with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Rams are going to take a first-quarter lead. Well called, well blocked, and then he just made a great play. That was an athlete going a long way.
Yeah, how about the suddenness, too, of just getting there and taking off and going? For the defensive guys, plays like that really hurt.
The Rams kickoff team on the field, and here we go with the ball in the air. Fairly short kick, taken at the 14 here. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. So out now come the Jets. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, and that's caught inside the 30. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. A big play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Jets have once again taken the lead.
Partner, one of the cardinal rules of defense is that if you're in position to make a tackle, you need to make it.
Well, and if you can't make the tackle before that, you just got to knock that ball down, right?
Yeah, something has to happen because we saw the end result there. Missed tackle, he goes all the way and takes it for a touchdown.
This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Here's the option going right. Now the ball comes loose, and the Jets have recovered.
All right, partner, the risk of piling on. Whenever Jared Goff fumbles the football, the first thing people are going to flash back on is leading up to the draft, the size of his hands. They're right on the borderline about what teams want in the size for a quarterback.
Well, you were knee-deep in all of that draft stuff when he was going through it. That was much talked about, you said.
It certainly was. I didn't think it was as big a deal as people made it out to be. To me, it's much more of a concentration thing, making sure that you're aware of it, take care of the ball a little bit better. I don't care what the size of your hands are. A lot of guys could use some work on covering the football, not letting the defense get to it.
Play fake, Rivers. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. They'll give him 8 on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd down. Forte, the lone running back. Rivers on 3rd and 2. And he finds Jason Morrow. And he's able to pick up the 1st down before he's tackled right at the 10. On 1st and 10, Rivers. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. Marshall, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up a 2nd and goal.
My high school coach, John Ford, used to say all the time, if you're in a bad situation, laddie, don't compound it with a bad decision as well. And I think that's what we just saw there. Harassed in the pocket, and he throws into double coverage anyway.
He called you laddie?
He called me laddie, and that was the nicest thing he called me.
It's a pickup of 3, but still a little work to do on 3rd and goal. An extra defensive back on the field here for 3rd and goal. To throw, Rivers. And this is complete. It's Marshall. 6 yards on the pickup, and that will bring up an interesting decision here on 4th and goal.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a 1st down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. On the sneak, Rivers. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. Phillip Rivers, his 2nd TD of the game and 16th on the season. And the Jets are going to add on to their lead. So they went for it from the 1 on 4th and goal, and they got it done.
Is this the new NFL?
This is the new NFL.
This is the updated NFL, and I like it. I know that quarterbacks across the league have spent the entire offseason and even during the season lobbying their coaches to go for it more on 4th down. Let's go get it. Because nowadays, you've got to score points to win games in the NFL. You can't just rely on your defense to hold them.
I think the quarterbacks want to eliminate field goals inside of 30 yards, probably.
Well, listen, they have enough confidence in themselves that they can call plays and make plays that they won't need those field goals inside the 30.
Yeah, and a good return. He's across the 35-yard line, right around the 36. They'll come up now with the clock showing 3 seconds to go here in the first. They'll start out on the ground with Gurley. And there's a flag on the play. And an alley to run. And he's finally taken down, but not before he reaches the 14.
Holding offense.
The penalty. It's Gurley. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. A couple of Jets there in on the stop. Back live now to begin the second quarter with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin. It's the Rams with a football to get us going, but they face a 2nd and long to start things out. Here's Goff now on 2nd down. Dumps it off to Gurley. And Gurley here fumbled it. Gurley fumbles the football. It's loose. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
Whenever I see a team turn it over on back-to-back drives, fumbles on their last 2, I know one person's blood pressure who is starting to rise, and that's the head coach.
Absolutely. And when's it going to go down? When they stop fumbling?
When they stop fumbling and after he's assessed the game film, and only if they manage to win the game.
And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down.
Fans do love the long ball, don't they? And he already found his guy once. Tried to give him another chance there, didn't he?
Yeah, he did. Couldn't connect, but as you alluded to, he does have that touchdown from earlier, trying to keep him in the rhythm. They go play action. Rivers, he's going to float this one deep right side. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
On every offensive coordinator, every play caller sheet, they have about 5 or 6 plays per game that they call shot plays or big plays. And you don't get many opportunities to dial them up. And they just did. And they drop it with a great chance to make a big play. That's going to hurt.
Amaro's got it, left side. And he will have the first down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And he floats one there, incomplete. They were trying to go to Marshall that time, and that'll make it 2nd and 10.
All defenders get tired of hearing about their lack of hands and why they're playing defense instead of offense. But in this situation, it was the hands that made the play. Batting the ball away on an attempted touchdown pass. Excellent job. Way to knock it down.
2 receivers left, 1 to the right. On 2nd down, Rivers again. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he's brought down. Again, we'll see the pistol here. They'll throw again. Rivers. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Whenever I see an in-route dropped, as we just saw in that play, I'm always thinking that in the back of their mind, they're worried about what's coming at them because they're going towards traffic on that route as opposed to being away from it and maybe having a little bit more space.
Again, it's Rivers. No, he almost had it. Already with one interception, just missing his second there.
The name of the game is always on defense, put pressure on the quarterback. And that's exactly what they've done today. It looks like they've got him a little bit rattled. That would have been the second interception in the first half.
Marshall, the lone receiver on the left side. Third and goal for Rivers. That's caught at the 3. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Devin Smith, his first touchdown on the year. And the Jets find a way to stretch their lead. And that score gives them a little more separation and a bigger lead.
A little more of a comfort zone now. They can do more things defensively, maybe take a few more gambles as they try to continue to extend their lead.
Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board. So a very short kick here. This will be taken by one of the up men. And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
They're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. Now on second down, this is Gurley. And he's got it up over the 40 to the 41. 5 yards on the carry there, and it leaves him with third and about 6 yards to go.
I'm still astounded by the recovery of Todd Gurley from the knee injury at Georgia, the offensive rookie of the year in his first season.
Over 1,100 yards, and now they drafted the rookie, Jared Goff. Kind of see him as their future, but so much of the focus has to be on Gurley this year, doesn't it?
And the future becomes now if Todd Gurley keeps running the football the way that...
There he goes, right side. Touchdown, L.A. Trey Mason, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Rams are able to draw a bit closer. Well, he's used to running it that distance. Here he had to catch it, too, before making the run. Heck of a play for the score.
There's not many things better for an offense than a back who's a complete guy, who can run it and catch it. And we just saw him complete a big-time play for a touchdown.
So the lead back down to 10 as things get a little more interesting, and the kick is away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here's the Jet offense now. They head out to take over. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively.
All right, here we go. Second 80.
Second down, Rivers. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
The good signal callers would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
And the offense looks to pick up the first here on third after that incompletion. Forte, the lone running back. On third down, Rivers. Now a hit, and Rivers lost the football.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. They'll call that a 33-yard punt with no return. And the Rams are going to start this drive in great field position as they take over. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And they're going to need another score. Got one last time, but still down here.
When you're playing catch-up, every possession becomes crucial, doesn't it? It's vital. Get back out on the field, punch it in the end zone again. They know it's not easy, but what they do have going for them, they did score the last time. They think they've got a good formula working.
And what about the defense?
Well, now you're just saying to yourself, okay, gave up a score last time. What adjustments do we need to make to slow them down now and get the ball back for our own offense? Is it more pressure? Is it more zone? What do they have to do? They're trying to figure that out themselves.
We'll see if they can figure that out right here. To throw on second down is gone. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's third. It looked like he might have had a window there, but the rhythm was just a little bit off.
It certainly was, because everything that has to come together to get a pass completed, yeah, you're right. The sync just wasn't there.
So 3rd and 5, defensively expecting pass. They've got 6 DBs out there. Here's Goff. Austin's got it left side. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
Did you see that route the way that I did? I thought he was trying to get deep.
Yeah, that wasn't the first option.
No, not he came off of that guy, the deep guy, and came underneath on the drag. Completed it very well.
Goff on first down. Over the middle and hits Austin. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. It'll be a gain of 9, and it'll be second and about a yard to go for the first. Goff turns and gives to Gurley. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. So 2 minutes to go in a wild first half. We'll come back to MetLife Stadium after this short timeout.
Looks like a nickel set here defensively on 3rd and 2.
Yeah, maybe expecting a throw. On the draw, Goff gives to Gurley. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4th.
Muhammad Wilkerson elevated a Temple program that was looking for players like him, and he's carried that on into the NFL. What a terrific play there.
Yeah, a nice tackle for loss for the former Temple Owl, as you said, and the 30th pick in the 2011 draft. So it's a 7-play drive, but it stalls out in the end.
Let's credit the defensive front 7. They were a little leaky at the start of the drive, but they stiffened toward the end.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. Here's the defense for Los Angeles as they head out to set up shop. They got the stop last time that resulted in a punt, and then it resulted in 3 for their offense.
And this is one time where the defense won't get credit for creating points, but that's exactly what they did. All right, forced them into a punt, turned it over to their offense, and guess what? Points went on the board.
Points went on the board, 3 of them. Now they'll be looking for another stop. They were looking for Marshall that time, and that'll make it 2nd and 10.
Well, partner, I guess that answers the question about whether they're going to sit on it or not.
It does. Now we'll see if they try that again.
Yeah, I think what we find on plays like that, when you take that shot, if you're unsuccessful, then you go way more conservative to finish the half, you know? I think that's the way they'll go.
Rivers. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Again, they were targeting Marshall there, and it'll be 3rd and 10.
You got to give some credit. They're able to hop up in the air and bat that one away, and that's frustrating for an offensive lineman because the only recourse is when he goes in the air to try and give him some type of a pop or a shove, hoping to bring his arms down.
Here's Rivers. Amaro's got it, left side. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. And quickly, they get to the line. Now a play fake here on first down. Taking a shot here for Marshall. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
Well, they went for the big play there, but that drop could really hurt their momentum.
Ready, guys, set, green 80! Hey, Detroit! Detroit!
On second down, Rivers again. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. He was looking for Kellen Davis there as big tight end. And it'll be 3rd and 10 now.
Today's NFL, these big guys are featured receivers. They move them all over the place to try and find good matchups. And they had one. They were just unable to complete the pass.
They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. On 3rd down, Rivers. He's got a man open. That's Marshall. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. On 1st and 10, Rivers. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
2nd down following the incompletion.
Set, green 80! I got one!
They go play action. Rivers. And he hits the tight end, Brandon Myers. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. So as they take it over, we step aside. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. And folks, kick is good. And that will do it for this first half. So we've hit half. Okay, so Larry apparently giving us the silent treatment all of a sudden. We're going to skip ahead to quarter number 3. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for him. And he's got the hook up with Anthony Fasano. And all the way down to the 22-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 55 yards.
Coaches really don't care from what position they get this. But run after the catch ability, whack ability, is often the difference between winning and losing and changing field position.
Completes it right side to Britt. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be a second down.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it leads to a first and goal.
Watch left, watch left. Tight end to left, tight end left. Here we go now. 3-19.
Throwing again is gone. That's caught at the 1. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Kenny Britt, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Rams have got this back to a 1-score game. And that score there makes this a much more manageable deficit.
Agreed, because before that touchdown, this looked like this was about over. Instead, they've got hope. They're back in the game. They feel better about themselves, and now they have a chance to make some more plays.
This one taken just inside the 10. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. So here's the Jets offense now as they get ready for their first possession of the second half. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point
kicker.
Exactly. You put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him in contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about
toe
that.
Bashed it.
Super toe.
Again they run. Again it's Forte. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a 3rd down and 4 now. And now they're in the hurry-up. They come up in an offset eye. 3rd down. Here's Forte. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
On 3rd down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
They go play action here on 1st down. He's going to loft one deep left. And this is caught at the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Their big-bodied receiver with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Jets are going to add on to their lead.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And they're hoping to capture some of that magic they had last time out when they were able to put together a scoring drive. But they're still down here, Charles.
Not the major concern, though, because of what you talked about. They scored the last time out. They feel good about themselves. They feel like their game plan is now in effect. They know how to attack and what plays they want to put together. But they've got to keep it moving in the right direction because, as you did note, they are down on the scoreboard.
Hurry up, here we go. Green, 39. Green.
Here comes carry number 10 for Gurley. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. That's going to be a 6-yard gain. It leaves him with third down and just a yard to go. So following the run, we'll see what they do here on third down. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, it makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there. 3rd and 1, partner. No need to be fancy there. Just use some force and move forward and pick up the first down.
Now a first down throw. Gone. Penalty marker is down here.
Pass interference. Offense.
Maybe a little too aggressive that time, and instead of defensive pass interference, this one goes against the offense. And the penalty now makes it 1st and 20. They'll run it now out of the gun. It's a gain of 3, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, I think we know by now that every run is not going to be broken and get all the way to the end zone. But these short ones still have their value. You can still set up your play action and throw the football. You control the clock because you have the ball and they don't. And often the physicality sets the tempo for the game.
On the right side, this is Austin with a catch. 7 yards on the play, and that's going to make it 3rd down and 10.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
So here we go now. An extra defensive back in there on 3rd and 10. Play fake to Mason. Goff. And that's complete to Brian Quick. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. And New York set to take the field. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
They're going to hurry back to the line now. They stay on the ground. Forte again. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. No gain that time, and it leaves him with 3rd and 11 coming up. Well, that was better than the first go-around when he lost yardage, but still nothing there, and that sets up a 3rd and long. Tough spot here.
Put it mildly. Sometimes I wonder if some of that old-school football should come back into play.
Back now here on EA Sports. It's Jet football as they've got the lead here, and we get set to begin quarter number 4. Off the play fake here. Rivers. Now a hit, and Rivers lost the football. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That could be a little bit deflating. You're exactly right. A lost opportunity.
Now a fair catch called for and taken here, and that'll set up his guys in great field position. Now the Rams offense, they work their way back on the field. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But hey, listen, there's going to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
Got his man over the middle. This is quick. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Now it's gone. And they'll set up the screen to Gurley. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. Call that a loss of 7 to bring up 4th. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt. And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it. All right, so you needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal then maybe not exactly what they wanted, but it's a necessary first step.
Still plenty of time remaining, but you could really use a stop defensively after the kickoff, preferably a 3-and-out.
And a look here now at Matt Forte. So after that hot start, the numbers here show the decline. What has the defense done adjustment-wise?
Sometimes when you have a running back who's gotten off to a hot start, you've got to catch him before he really gets going. So you change what you do across the defensive front. Instead of the linebackers being back a few yards, you bring them up closer. It's what we call mugging the line of scrimmage, taking away a lot of blocking angles and gaps, and maybe stopping him before he can get going.
Now a hit, and Rivers lost the football. And now the Rams have got it, going the other way. And they'll have a short field to work with inside the 15 at the 13-yard line.
Well, partner, here's where team football gets tested a little bit because I know the defensive guys were over there chilling on the sidelines, and all of a sudden, they heard the sudden change call because that fumble puts them right back on the field, and they've got to go out and finish the game now themselves.
Absolutely. Nursing that slim lead here in the 4th, a costly turnover. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Okay, no score on that play, but this guy's been a touchdown machine all year long. You know they trust him with the football.
And a first carry of the game here for Trey Mason. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll make it 3rd down.
Brandon, that play ended so fast, it's almost as if the quarterback handed it to the runner, and the tackler was there right away for a loss of yardage.
Here we go. 3-19. 3-19.
Throwing on 3rd. Goff. And probably the wise decision there. No one open. He just throws it away. And that keeps the field goal on the table as it's 4th down.
Let's face it, you can run the route tree as many times as you want, get in sync, practice it, do all those things. But once you get to game speed, it doesn't always time up quite that well. That one goes incomplete.
And Zerline's kick is good. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. So an interesting call there to take the 3. I guess they're thinking their hands were tied, but in the 4th quarter, that field goal, it really might not help them much at all.
Yeah, I mean, you still need a touchdown. Another field goal does you no good, so it'll be interesting to see what the media reaction is if the score stays where it is.
And now out come the Jets. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, try to atone for it here on this drive. The first down throw here for Rivers. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
After watching him drop that slant, I can hear my old coach's voice ringing in my ears right now. You can't run with the ball until you catch it. Trying to get those rack yards before he secured it.
On 2nd down, Rivers again. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
On any passes in the middle of the field, anyone who's going after the football is going to be conscious that it's probably going to be contested and often physically. Sometimes that leads to drops.
On play action, Rivers rolling to his left. Now he'll throw deep left side. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
I guess they figure with a guy who is that hot downfield, who knows how to get the ball into the end zone, You throw it up and give him every opportunity, even though that one fell incomplete.
Yeah, he's already been in the end zone multiple times. Tried to target him again deep there, but unsuccessful. Oh, they come after him, and it's blocked. This is a live ball taken inside the 15. Well, they need a touchdown here in the fourth in a one-score game, and that block punt, that really helped.
And it doesn't matter whether it was schemed that way or someone made a great individual effort or there was a breakdown. They got exactly what they needed. And right now, in this field position, they've got to be in attack mode on offense.
A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Hey, a lot of points have been scored in this game, but what a nice play by the defense. Stepping up on that one, maybe they'll get things going in their direction after a play like that.
Another carry now for Gurley. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. It's a gain of maybe 3, but it's going to leave him with still about 8 or 9 to go on third down.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Now Goff. And probably the wise decision there. No one open. He just throws it away. And that keeps the field goal on the table as it's fourth down. So on fourth down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. And Zerline's kick is good. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. All right, so this one's now back within a field goal. And if anybody tells you they see how this one's going to end, I'd have to say they're probably lying, Charles.
And this game's had more twists and turns than a good mystery novel. And I have a feeling we've got a few more twists and turns in store for us before they shake hands here.
The New York set to take the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
They'll try and burn some clock now with Forte. Fighting through. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Second down, Rivers. And over the middle here, Amaro. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. On first down, this is Forte. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here. And they're going to speed things up here. A give. This is Forte. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give him a new set of downs.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on third down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
Now a play fake here on first down. He's going to look deep down the field. So they took a shot on first down but couldn't connect. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. Now a give. Right side, it's Forte. Now the Rams are going to halt things as they want a timeout. It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave them with 3rd and still 7 yards to go. And they'll need the 39 here for a first. This is 3rd down. So 3rd and 7 and an extra defensive back on the field here.
Definitely want to play coverage here.
Forte. And he's going to be... And the Rams are going to go ahead and take another timeout. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to 4th down. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They come out with one back and 3 tight ends. Now Rivers on 4th down. And he's got it. The tight end, Amaro. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. It's an 8-yard pickup, and on 4th down, they're able to convert and move the sticks. So the offense has it 1st and 10. Now a handoff running right, Forte. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. 2nd down following the run. And the offense moving quickly to the line.
Ready.
Rivers here to throw. And there's a flag on the field. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. Drive here, and it goes on and on. Forte, the lone running back. Rivers. Oh, no, he lost the football. So they almost turn it over there. Scary moment. 2nd down here. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Rivers to throw. Over the middle, and it's caught. Brandon Marshall. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 13 on the play. And all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down. And the numbers, they sort of do the talking. Great game last week. Sharp again here in this one.
Sometimes you set habits with how you play, don't you? I mean, you start to put things together, you string them together, and the confidence continues to rise. And guess what? We're seeing that happen in front of us. Back-to-back weeks of really good play.
And the confidence certainly must be continuing to grow. And quickly, they get to the line. Now Rivers. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Looked like they had an opportunity for a big play across the middle, but he didn't have the concentration or the focus necessary and dropped it before he could haul it in.
Offense has been out there a while. This is their 14th play in this series.
Hey. Four down. Hey, here we go. 380. 52's the mic, boy. 52.
Throwing here, Rivers. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by T.J. McDonald, but he will not be able to bring it back. My goodness.
Yeah, that's what I do.
Draw. Hard to admit that I used to draw. Portraiture in a human form. Doodle of a two-headed unicorn. It was soothing. Moving his arm in a fusion of man-made tools and amused from beyond. Even if it went beautifully wrong, it was tangible truth for a youth to refuse to belong. No name nuisance. Who's in a bedroom? Who's in a brand new cuneiform? Barely and commune with the horde. Got a whole grayscale ungluing his world. Might zone amp to the yap of the magpie. Unseen hand dragging his graphite. Cross contour, a little bit of backlight. Black ink after a Bristol to baptize. You can imagine a rush that ensue when you get 3 dimensions stuffed in a 2. Then it's off to a school where it's all you get to. Being trained and observed by a capable few. Back in New York by peeps and a dog in a 2-bedroom doing menial jobs. Plus rhyming and stealing and being a clod. Distractions, freedom, a rod. I left some years of giving a light. I left some will the spirit away. I let my fears materialize. I let my skills deteriorate. When about a thought of what I should have been. Continuing a mission that was rooted in a 20-year affinity and rickety condition with an ID crisis. Snap on the front lawn, look up in the sky. It's shapes falling out of the fringe. All heart though we would have made cowardly kings. They will chop you down just to count your rings.